What's going on, guys? It's ASAP Flash here, and I'm here with another video. So yesterday, season three of Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt premiered on Netflix, and I was gonna actually I seen the first episode, and I was deciding whether to make a video or not, and I decided why not. It's gonna make more content for this channel, yeah, at least talk about some more shows, and then yeah. Anyway, so I seen the first episode of season three, and it seemed as though the writers are just deciding, you know what, let's break away from her hangups of the Reverend and just kind of like make the character grow as a character. It's about damn time because, quite frankly, after two seasons of talking about I keep wanting to call them professor. After the Reverend, it seems kind of old and dated. Like, okay, we get it. You've been abducted. Okay, we get it. You have hangups. Now, just can you move on it? So the first episode is just kind of like he sent the divorce papers in, and because of what that one character said, I kind of forgot her name, but played by Jane Krakowski. I think that's how you pronounce her name. She's saying like kind of like tease him, you have the power now, you're in control. Just kind of like fuck with him for the longest you can until you feel bored and whatever. So basically, she pretty much does that. Just keeps messing with him and whatever. And it's really weird and kind of out of character for her because in some lines she says like we're too busy vaping each other and she even says fam, which is like completely out of character for her because in the past two seasons she's like kind of stuck in the 90s and 90s lingo, and all of a sudden she's using millennial lingo. Like, she must have been hanging around too many young people in between seasons, just like, hey fam, how's it going? It's like an old person trying to pretend that they're cool. No, I mean, it just seems kind of weird, like you're trying too hard. In fact, she is trying too hard, but whatever. Some scenes are actually funny. um Actually the episode opens up with Titus. He's kind of like not really waking up, but he swam off the cruise that he was on, and the opening scene really reminded me so much of Inception, especially with Leonardo DiCaprio's character just kind of like in the suit, just kind of the same way Titus was, just kind of like, I guess wakes up on a beach looking confused as shit. There's a similar way. I mean, that was perfect homage to that, and that was great. Um, and so basically, like in Titus's story arc in this episode, he's like basically bouncing back from being on the cruise, which it kind of subtly explained why he decided to ditch the cruise, because apparently he wasn't really paid that much or paid at all, whatever. I don't know. It seemed kind of confusing. Didn't seem to elaborate, but perhaps they're gonna elaborate more in the later season. Who knows? So there's a scene where he's auditioning for his part in Sesame Street, and it just towards the end of the audition, it got really weird. It got really like, oh shit, what the hell's going on? Because it's like in the script it said he really likes chocolate and he'll do anything to get that chocolate. And then so the guy locked the door and turn on the lights, and it's like, so I'll do anything to get that chocolate. And the guy was like, no, I'm doing this out of love, yada, yada, yada. And it's like, it's funny because the puppet's like, well, you really creeped him out right there, you know. So anyway, like going back to like Kimmy and her problems, like she kind of wants to fuck with him some more, but like kind of like seeing a scene, or not really a scene, but like a confrontation between uh yeah, I forgot the old lady's name, but like kind of like the landlady and her significant other, basically because she has hangups about the past, she can't move forward. And then, of course, Kimmy thinks that like that she's talking about her, and then she's like, "Not everything's about you, Kimmy." And it's like, "Well, maybe it is about her." Blah blah blah. So long story short, she finally signed the divorce papers, and it looks like finally enough of the Reverend bullshit. Maybe moving on from that shit and kind of like focusing on something else. Which, according to the trailers, it looked like she does something else, going to college and shit. So it's kind of interesting, like in the second season, like trying to get her GED, and in the third season going to college. So yeah, character progression, all that shit. So hopefully the rest of the season holds up and it actually looks pretty good and shit. So that's pretty much it with a season one episode, season three episode one, whatever. Kind of like talking about that shit, and I'm out. So see you next time.